We already know how to take care of the earth when it comes to the point. The anxiety that humans are somehow separate from nature and inherently destructive of it overlooks a host of skills that so many of us practice daily. Some of us tend to plants devotedly, perhaps a handsome houseplant, a veg patch, or an orchard that yields with beauty and abundance. Some of us tend to other animals, perhaps a beloved house cat, or a pair of milk goats that need fresh daily forage, and will prune back a thicket if one takes the time to bring them to a good spot. Most of us already know how to attend daily to the needs of living beings and can translate those skills to the work of responding to ecological emergency. We know that tending to living things requires setting aside the distractions of the day to pay attention. It requires a kind of listening that is not often verbal, that observes what was normal and no longer is, looks for patterns, interprets signs. We know with a bit of practice how to read the markers of health, contentment, how to spot when something more is needed. We know our role is often to find the juncture where mutual flourishing, symbiosis, is possible. We know from experience that living things thrive on connection and that it's mutually supporting. We receive as much in return. We know that good, consistent rituals sustain the lives we're responsible for. New parents learn this lesson, recognizing it again in the shift into elder care. The skills of consistent routines translates to ecological contexts well, to the sort of pattern change we need now. Our fluency in tending to those around us can echo in our tending of greater systems that need us to shift into symbiosis. When we're called to drop everything, we can call it sacrifice, or we can look to the pleasure in knowing we're needed. Now we must respond urgently to the needs of the biosphere. We know how to do this. We're naturals. We survived thus far by responding when the time is right. We can do it again in unison, in small works distributed on a vast scale. We can see ourselves as a solution when we draw on these skills of care and connection. I'm Elisa Rathje at Apple Turnover, and this is the Journal of Small Work.